first time.
Ooh, X, baby. Better make sure we're actually live on there.
It says we're live. Where's the play button? There we go.
Nice.
All right, I think we are live official.
Yo.
Be careful with that, Kim. I think it's really loud. Maybe I'll turn you down.
Oh.
All right, I think we are live official.
Yo.
See? Okay, now that's good.
Nice. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
What up?
Good to see everybody again. I'm back on the show.
Aw, Hannah said, yay, my show is on.
Oh, Monday nights.
You guys are adorable.
Monday night show. She's not wrong, though. I swear. Even when I can't be on the show, I'm at home, like, editing, and I'm like, yeah, I've got it. Like, I'll even text you guys. Are you guys going live if you haven't been on? And I'm like, they have to, because I need to watch it. I don't even watch TV. I'm just watching this.
Aww.
So, it's good stuff.
I love it.
Well, we'll give people some time to funnel in. Haas, what's been going on with you lately?
I've just been working a lot, taking photos of people and going to the club and staying busy. Just trying to enjoy myself, and pay for my car that I just bought. So, gotta keep my responsibilities in check.
Yeah, dealing with all-wheel drive, two-wheel drive situations.
Yeah, I just had to realize that my car that I just bought is supposed to be an all-wheel drive, and it is a two-wheel drive. 2 wheels. Been going this whole time and it's 2-wheel drive, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So I was dealing with that today, and I have to go get that figured out tomorrow.
They lied to him.
Luckily, I do have a text message from the salesperson who sold it to me, who did say, "Oh man, I thought it was an all-wheel drive," and I'm like, "Gotcha." Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Got him.
So yeah, I got to go back to the dealership tomorrow, and hopefully we're just gonna do a trade. We're just gonna swap it out. I'm not gonna pay nothing for this because this is not my headache to deal with. So
Not my bag, baby.
Say it's either this or a RAV4 and throw in the mats.
this is the thing. I don't want the RAV4.
Throw in the mats.
Suck it, but give me 2 pairs of mats. Give me 2 pairs of mats. Did you mean to send that message
extra
about
mats.
there's a RAV4 coming in your future or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I sure did.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, does Kim even know what car I have, or does she just want me to get a RAV4 right now?
I thought that you wanted a RAV4.
No, I know. I was telling you, as soon as I saw this Toyota Corolla Cross, I was like, dude, that car is way cooler than a RAV4.
Oh, okay.
When you put a RAV4 and a Toyota Corolla Cross next to each other, the RAV4 looks like the child of the Toyota Corolla Cross. It looks like the Toyota Corolla Cross wants to race it in a drag race, and it would destroy it.
Oh, wow.
Sporty.
I guess I've never looked at them side by side before, so.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. They're like very subtle in how they look.
Okay.
But I think mine looks cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Plus, nobody has them, so I'm like, you know me. I always like to go against the grain a little bit.
That's
Freaking
right.
hipster.
Freaking hipster, yeah.
Yeah, you freaking are going to get the car that you want, is what I meant. So everything happens for a reason. That's the most cliche of all of the cliches, but it's true.
Yeah, I believe that. And it's going to work out. It's going to work out, so.
I think all these videos went into another folder.
Let's start out with doing some Jim Carrey impersonations.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Okay, what was that? I don't even know what you just did just now.
Can't forget. A loser.
Yeah, did you hear me do that at the end of the video?
Oh, I think you did it like after, like when credits were rolling.
Yeah, the credits rolling.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah, that one's great.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, sorry, Haas.
It is really cool that the part where they're at the hotel where he's like, we landed on the moon. That part is filmed at the same hotel that The Shining was filmed at, or like the 6-hour long Shining, I should say.
Did you also know that moment was not scripted? That was all Jim Carrey.
Really?
Yeah, that was, he just, he added that on his own.
Because
I guess a lot of his acting
everything.
is improvisation.
Yeah, he ad-libs like so much.
Which is so
and it
impressive.
gets him into trouble.
I know it does, but I think about it. I think that's like literally why actors are the best. Like I feel like taking your own bit of personality and putting into a character that you're playing, and just doing it off the top of your head. I feel like that is the most important thing, and it really makes somebody into an actor. It's the same thing that makes an artist an artist, is they put their own little touch on something. I can take a photo of something that someone else has taken, and it doesn't mean I was creative about it. It just means I was able to follow a script.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very true.
I feel like we need to praise that more.
Agreed. I feel like that's why I don't know, people either love or hate Jim Carrey, is because he's so unpredictable. So, but I love it. I'm a fan.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's great. After watching this video this week, I was like, I love him so much more.
It's super cool to like dig into all these stories because obviously I've always loved Jim Carrey, but to learn all these things about him and see how he came up. And I was even telling Haas earlier today, like, I love Ace Ventura, but I had no idea that that was his breakout film. And so that was kind of cool. It's always fun to learn about all these people every week. And Jim was definitely one of those that I was like just fascinated with his story. And he literally, I've never laughed so hard researching him and Mac Miller. Mac Miller cracks me up so hard. He's just so funny. And I don't know, he just is funny, you know, he's goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy.
I just thought about this. Have you ever covered somebody like this, like in one of these situations that are still alive?
No, I think
Allegedly.
allegedly still
Hopefully,
alive.
hopefully,
Yeah. Hopefully,
hopefully.
please still be alive, Jim. But I don't think so. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have. Everybody that I've talked about so far, I feel like has been dead, but I don't know.
Will you play the video? By the way, speaking of impersonations, the first video I sent you, I think it's really funny. There's a little clip of impersonations, or not impersonations, but just Jim Carrey being silly.
Oh, and if you guys didn't watch my short about the Secret Pizza Party book, you got to get on that. That is a wild little book. And I've got part 2 coming at some point. And
Yeah.
you sent me some text messages, you say.
It's the very
and-
first one that I sent you this evening.
Ooh, Stephen Baldwin.
Right there.
Holy shit.
Down. Right there.
Stephen Baldwin.
Okay, well, I guess we'll start off with that. We got 100 people in here. So, yeah, what's up, everybody?
Welcome,
Hello.
welcome.
Thanks for joining us. And welcome to another Nickin' It with Kim and Haas. Because Nick is in it with Haas and Kim.
Nickin' it.
Nickin' It with Haas and Kim. Let's watch this video. Can you guys hear that okay?
Back in the early days, a host once asked Jim for his opinion on metal music. A simple response
Oh,
was
Jim
never
loves
an
Cannibal
option.
Corpse.
You were rocking out
Oh,
to
yeah,
the music. You like music, man?
Oh, that's super.
I love
loud.
music. I love every kind of music, but recently I've really started to get into this thrash metal music. I don't know, there's something about it, man, that I just can't let go. It's great, it's great. There's this one band out that's called Napalm Death. And it's so hilarious. I mean, that I listened to this album, I started listening to this album, and it was literally, I'm not exaggerating, that was it. You know, and I thought, you know, someday this guy's gonna want to slow down and do some duets. You don't bring me flowers.
But hold on, because his most legendary McConaughey moment was still to come, the one that exploded online and had audiences crying from laughter.
McConaughey, what are you doing here?
I did say this was one of my favorites, too.
Yeah, this one's great.
Whether I get your question right or wrong, free will is an illusion. Life is a game that plays us.
So you don't have an answer?
At this point, I didn't know if I was dreaming him or if he was dreaming me.
Hopefully this doesn't flag me. I hate the copyright stuff on YouTube. It's so annoying.
Also, I was 90% sure that I'd left my Lincoln running with the doors unlocked. And yet somehow I felt it was completely safe.
Did you record
He would drive a
voiceover
Lincoln.
for this?
He definitely would drive a
I
Lincoln.
did.
Why do I bother?
That clip hit so hard, it even caught the attention of Lincoln, who brought Jim in to turn the impression into a full-blown ad.
I mean, take a big step back. Like go from winning an Oscar to doing a car commercial. Who am I? Why am I here?
That freaking commercial's so funny.
When I'm done rolling up this booger, should I eat it or throw it out window. Feels good.
Feels good.
Like a tiny tennis ball.
Dad, are you okay?
I'm super good, bud.
We're going 5 miles and
The commercial is so funny. I remember when I first saw that.
Did they make that a real commercial for Lincoln?
Yeah.
Oh god,
I saw that on actual TV when I first saw it.
I think I swear I saw it too, honestly, but I don't know if I took it seriously. I mean, it doesn't make me want to buy Lincoln, obviously, but it definitely makes me love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, but no car commercial or cologne commercial ever has anything to do with cars.
It's true.
Or,
it really
or
is.
cologne. It's just like a bunch of random stuff.
It's like you've seen
Hot
me.
chicks.
You've
Yeah.
seen me on Pirates of the Caribbean. Buy this scent.
So funny.
Caribbean. Is
All
it
right.
caramel or caramel?
So
Caribbean
this is
or
the
Caribbean?
It's got to be Caribbean.
Is it?
it's the Caribbean,
And it's
man.
definitely caramel. No,
It's technically caramel because it's spelled Caramel.
yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just caramel in my head because
I think it's just the Americanized version of it, but I think it's technically
we can't pronounce nothing.
kind of like aluminium.
Drop it in the chat. Is it caramel or caramel? It's not even. Caramel or caramel? I say caramel. How do you say the word, like art utensil that's made out of wax that you color with?
Oh, crayon?
Okay.
Yeah, crayon.
That's what I say. Some people say like crown or crayon.
Crown.
Crown.
Crayon. Can you pass me the skin color crayon?
Let me get the crowns.
Wait, this is a brown crayon. I said skin color. We all got that one wrong back in the day.
Back in the
Everyone's
day.
a little guilty of saying,
What up,
give me the
Bill-
skin color crayon.
Villain says
Yeah,
caramel.
true.
Yep.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Ever seen
We
caramel?
got lots of. Ooh, see, I see caramel like John Hamhock.
When I'm speaking it though, I definitely say caramel.
Carmel.
Like when I think it's pronounced that way, but I always say caramel.
Carmel Anthony over here. We got Caramel Anthony on here.
Well.
Well.
Potato, eh?
Tomato.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say Jim's in the files, but everything I've seen is just him being mentioned in not in any weird way. Like this one, right? Like, look, Jim Carrey in the Epstein files. It's an email about.
It's funny. Somebody spelled crayon how I would say it. What did I say? Crayon?
Mhm.
Crayon. Yeah, you would spell that CRAN. I find that
See,
hilarious.
The
Crayon.
mentions of him in the files are always like this is some sort of newsletter, you know? Like this isn't like an email. He invites you to watch Backwash. Although Jeffrey Epstein gets invited to like all of the movie premieres, like all of them. So he is tight with a lot of actors and stuff. But I don't know. I also read a lot of stuff about Jim inheriting the high priest position of the occult. So I was like, I really don't know. But like, we would never know that.
Yeah, or is that just another psyop? Because this is okay, so we're going to talk about some theories that Nick wasn't able to discuss in his podcast episode, his most recent podcast episode. There'd be too much to fit all in one. It's already like an hour and a half, right?
Yeah, and I
So-
almost split it up into two, but then I was like, I don't know if I have enough for 2 episodes that are like decently worth like watching. So I last minute decided to combine them into one, and I don't know. I think it turned out good.
So,
I
yeah.
covered a lot of what I wanted to cover, and then the stuff that I didn't cover, honestly, is stuff that I didn't really see until like you sent it to me after the fact. I feel like stuff has been coming out since then, like a lot, you know, because it's
Yeah.
still crazy viral.
So that's why tonight we're going to talk more about Jim Carrey, and we can all kind of theorize together and kind of bounce off of each other and see what we come up with. But yeah, I don't know, something that I've seen throughout clips and throughout just growing up watching Jim Carrey, seeing him, it seems like he's always kind of been like the type of person that thinks for himself, and he's been like against the like pretentiousness that can be involved with Hollywood, and he's always been like cool with aging. Like he's even been in interviews saying that he's completely content with aging, and
60 and sexy, baby.
I personally don't think that I could ever see him being the type of person that would ever get Botox or that amount of work. So I personally, just to throw this out there, I don't think that was him at the award ceremony in France.
Kim doesn't. Haas, what about you? What's your feeling?
Uh,
Hang on. Let's do this real quick. I wanted to watch that video.
I'll give you my opinion after we watch it. How about that? Or do you
Drum
want it
roll,
now?
please.
It's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's, then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards. And I was like, I'm dead.
Man, I don't know. His eyes do look really
And I
sunken
made
in like they're behind a
mistakes, And I
mask.
was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true, and I really wanted to recognize my family. I wanted to recognize my dad. I mean, my dad was the type of person that if you met him for 5 minutes, you felt like you knew him for 50 years.
See that right there, how he said years? Like
Yeah.
just the way he has certain like pronunciation, like just things like that definitely was Jim, like that voice was Jim Carrey for sure.
I disagree. I feel like in that word, it sounds like he has veneers on his teeth.
That was the other thing I was going to say is that when you watch him smile, like here, let me go to this other page real quick. When you look at his smile, he always like this is a good example right here. You can kind of see how he kind of like smiles over his bottom lip, like his top teeth cover his bottom lip. And that's been a pretty consistent theme throughout like a lot of his, like this is another one. There's an older one. See how his teeth kind of like, they kind of like poke out over his like thin bottom lip.
Well, look for a closed smile picture, like that one. The other one.
This one?
No, like one where he's not showing his teeth. Where he's smiling like how he has his mouth closed in the video. Like where was it? There was one earlier. I just saw it.
Oh, like where his mouth isn't open?
Yeah, he's smiling.
I don't see one. Just this one.
There was one earlier. Oh, that one right there. Yeah, click on that one. Up.
I already clicked on it.
Oh. Yeah,
that thing's behind, I think.
Yeah, that'd be the one.
Oh, that's because this is the Rumble version. Here, I'll go back here. So it's more updated.
See, that looks more like how it is.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. But see, so Kim is saying that the same thing that I thought confirmed that it would be Jim Carrey. She's saying it confirms it's not. So we're going to have to listen to that again.
Yeah, let's play it back.
Play it back.
And what I said was true, and I really wanted to recognize my family. I wanted to recognize my dad. I mean, my dad was the type of person that if you met him for 5 minutes,
They're saying turn up the volume.
felt like you knew him for 50 years.
Years.
I
Years.
can't talk about him without getting emotional. Oh, loved it. It's so beautiful.
See, I
And
hear
having
veneers
Michelle,
Yeah, I do
No.
too.
on his
It
teeth.
looks like he has veneers. Like his teeth look more straight, but he's always had straight teeth. I almost wonder if he's always
But
had
those
veneers.
teeth look definitely. I mean, I don't know why would he have veneers. I swear, like I don't
It's
understand.
just a thing, dude. It's just like Hollywood. They
Because
just
it's
do
not,
that shit.
it's not Jim Carrey. Like literally, like I was saying, he's always been like outwardly and outspokenly against the pretentiousness and the fakeness of Hollywood. So why now all of a sudden does he get all kinds of work at once? Like that's just so not Jim Carrey.
Well, we've got a good shot of the ear right here, and the ear is always a really good tell.
He looks very scary right there in that moment.
His eyes are wild though, dude, because I've never seen another picture of him with green eyes like that. But
You
then
know-
if you look at other pictures of him during the same exact night, the same exact award ceremony with him holding up the award, at least allegedly the same award, like the same night, then he's got brown eyes. But this one video is the only thing I've ever seen his eyes look like this.
Yeah, he's And he definitely, like, maybe there's small tints of green in his eyes, but not that much. Those are very clearly green.
Okay, check out this theory. So Jim Carrey actually was there and accepted the award. But in my video, I even talked about I put the video in there, how he was saying that he has a body double and he sends him one way and he goes the other. And he uses that so he can go do his day and nobody messes with him. Maybe he just had the body double here just to do the red carpet stuff because he doesn't want to do it, or like, I don't know. Maybe it's both, because this guy definitely has different eyes. But like I said, the other pictures of Jim, his eyes are definitely brown. Like, let me find another picture of him from that.
There's no video footage from him doing this award ceremony, is there?
Yeah, there's him giving the speech. I actually think I have it in here.
We should pull that up and maybe play like a tiny bit. I haven't seen that, and I feel like that would be important to see that. Because this is they only give you the interview. Granted, I see why, because it's closer up an image of him, but I don't know. It would be nice to hear what he says at this thing.
This is another picture of him from the award ceremony. His eyes also look kind of green, but they're more hazel in this picture.
Yeah, still not the right color brown, in my opinion. So, like, I think that's the same guy that's out talking afterward from the video that we were just watching, essentially.
So then he looks less plasticky than that. Like, less like he does outside and more like regular Jim Carrey in a way. Like, obviously it still looks a little tighter, but
maybe I don't have it. I'll just look it up. Because yeah, there's a video of him doing the speech, and I don't know how to feel about it, but
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, here's a quick picture, and this is allegedly from the same night. Actually, let's just do this one because it's actually from him giving the speech. Those are brown eyes, right? And look, his teeth covering up his bottom lip.
Yeah. Can you do a side-by-side of that with the guy that's talking and doing the interview? Is there any video of him accepting his award?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking up.
Okay.
Here, I'll do a side-by-side in a minute. Let me pull up this video.
Okay.
I think it's this one, actually.
Calgary's #1 hit music station.
98.5
Virgin Radio.
All right.
Well, it's time to check in with our...
All right, it must just be the minute-long one. I thought it was longer than that, but...
Jim Carrey has been honored at Francis Cesar Awards.
This can't be it then, because it's just a speech.
They don't want us to see it.
They might play the clip in that little news clip.
Did Jim Carrey send his doppelganger?
Comment était mon français?
See, that kind of seems like Jim.
Presque médiocre, non? Pardonnez-moi, je ne parle pas que mon français, mais je l'emprunte juste. Ma langue est fatiguée. Je vous aime tous, du fond du cœur. Merci.
See? Bites over his lip. That seems like Jim to me.
Yeah, watching this video, I immediately am like, that's Jim Carrey. Even his little mannerisms.
Hang on. Let me go back real quick. Whoa, what did I just do?
Even the way his body is, look at how he's always got like that, like a, I don't know if it's an intentional or what, but he's just got like that hump almost the way he walks. Like he's like too tall for his own body or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's walking like his head can bobble around.
Well, and he was being goofy. Like outside, he was not being goofy at all. He was being weird. He was being creepily like happy and grateful. Like there's a point where you're like overly grateful. Like, okay, we get it, dude, but and I know Jim's a super grateful guy, so that's why I was like, I could totally see it. But
Well, and
I
this
wanted
is-
to see right here. His
this is in
eyes are
France?
super dark. Like there's no green in his eyes at all whatsoever. His nose definitely has the same shape. I don't know if it's as big. I wouldn't say his cheeks look as pronounced, but obviously we're looking at a blurred image here. He definitely looks like Keanu Reeves right there.
He definitely does.
That's so wild. Now I know why people are saying that. Oh, that's so funny. Is that Keanu Reeves or is that Jim Carrey? Babe?
Keanu Reeves. It's hilarious.
Also, can we just comment on Jim Carrey's blacked out freaking gangster ass outfit?
Oh, the suit, the tie, the
Black
everything.
tie, black. And what's he got on his, what kind of pin is that?
Yeah, right. I have no idea. You know, who knows? Maybe he just like really did feel honored about getting this award in another country like this. Maybe this is different or something. I don't know. Do we know anything about this award ceremony that as to why this would be?
I mean, it's
something he would be
it's
happy to go to.
It's definitely like a bigger award ceremony, and a lot of like famous
Like
American.
what was he recognized for?
It's like a lifetime achievement award. So like for just a lifetime achievement of great acting, we're just honoring you as an actor.
Oh.
But I guess they do that for like a lot of actors, like American actors, is what I was reading. It's not like a huge award. I wouldn't say it's like Oscar status. You know what I'm saying? And he never got his Oscar. So like that's why I thought for a second maybe he was like stoked that he got this lifetime achievement award, but it's not even the same because his Lifetime Achievement Award came from France, so it wasn't even by his own peers. And that's like the benefit of the Oscars, that it's from your own peers, producers, actors, and people you work with.
Right.
And this was just like, I don't know. I mean, it's still really cool, I'm sure, but let me see what it actually says about it. It's a National Film Award of France. It is delivered in the Nuit des Césars ceremony and was first awarded in 1976. 12 categories. Let's see what special awards say. It doesn't really show the one that I think he got, but no.
Man's been goofy forever, man.
And I mean, I still am just dumbfounded he does not have an Oscar award. He's been involved in 41 different films, at least on his IMDb. And then, which did not include the Weekend music video, but yeah, so I mean, he's been in 41 films, and a lot of them were leading roles. So I'm like, I don't know how he didn't get an Oscar. And a lot of them were good movies. They weren't like lame movies. They were really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
hang on, let me see if I can do the side by side real quick, Kim, that you wanted to do real quick.
I'd also be curious to know what he actually said, like the translation.
There is a translation online. I'm pretty positive. I can look it up in a second.
Lifetime Achievement Award.
Let's try this picture. It seems pretty...
It's a major award.
It's a major award.
All right. Oh, wait, that's a video, huh? Where's the photo? Okay.
The only thing that could convince me that he got work done is that it was more believable for him to look like his body double if he did it. Otherwise, like, I just don't think he would get it to fight aging. Like, he's just never been that type of person.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. He does not seem like that type of person.
Yeah, definitely seems like the kind of guy that would embrace age.
Yeah, he's even talked about it, like, in interviews, that he is proud of aging.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, did you even put this in your video, Nick, about how, like, Jim Carrey, you know, like, making headlines of, like, oh, you know, if I grow this beard out, it makes a headline. If I shave my beard off, it makes a headline or something. Like, people just care about this. So it's like, I don't know where I'm going with that, but that means something.
Yeah, or it's just, like, another one of his, like, I don't know, subliminal messages, because I feel like he's always trying to be...
Really,
this whole thing's a stunt.
Yeah.
I'd believe that.
Big challenge.
I'd totally believe
trying
that.
to do my speech in French. So,
All All right, the nose looks pretty similar to me.
So those look like they're from the same area. Like that's not him inside.
Wait. Check this out. Look at how gray his hair is.
Yeah.
This is also from the Caesar Awards. Look at how gray his hair is not. Okay, just take this little section right here. Boom. Black. Look at this little section right here.
Yeah, but it could be a touched up photo. This is a live video.
Okay, so you're saying that the editor fucking
Yeah, but like
messed
the
with it.
size of the chins looks
Either
different.
that or just the way.
yeah,
Oh
his
no!
chin
Oh,
does.
because look, hang on. Look at the left
he's
of
making
that.
a different
Look at the
face.
left of that photo. Look at that whole patch of gray on that left side, right before it gets into the black part of it. He has gray hair on that photo.
Yeah, and it kind of matches this side, but this side does not at all. He's got lots of gray wispies. And even the top of his head. Look at how black his hair is right there. Look at how gray it is right there. Let's see if there's another photo on here.
It looks the same to me.
Yeah, his teeth look kind of different. His teeth right here look like typical Jim Carrey's teeth, in my opinion. In my humble opinion.
Pull up a regular picture of Jim Carrey. See his teeth. They should be the same as 10
See,
years
look-
ago.
Oh, look at his teeth right there. Let me see if I can get closer. It looks like he's got his typical, like, he's got that Jim Carrey tooth right there. That's a Jim Carrey smile right there. But look, I don't see that here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And his eyes do look different, though. Like, I don't know. Let's look at the crow's feet on his eyes real quick. Oh, let me zoom in on here. So he's got a couple that go like this, and those ones are definitely pronounced. He's got a couple under his eye. I guess I can kind of see them. But his eyes definitely, I mean, he's making a different face, so it's going to change it for sure.
Yeah, and even though he definitely looks like he's still gotten work done in the left photo, that still looks like, I look at that and I'm like, yeah, that looks like Jim Carrey. But the guy on the right, I'm like, that's not him. Like, no one can convince me otherwise.
Why is it not letting me do this?
It's wonderful.
Jim would definitely laugh at us as we debate over baloney.
Yeah, he would. Okay, I want to find a part where his mouth is closed. Or I guess open slightly. I'm dead. That shit's so crazy.
I'm dead.
Okay, well, here's a super creepy looking still real quick. Let's see if there's another one on here that looks kind of like that. Oops. Did not mean to do that. I mean, I guess this is kind of a close face. This is a very similar face. He's smiling a little bigger, but those eyes are way different.
Yep.
Those eyes are entirely different. And I think you're right, Kim. I don't know. The chin's definitely a weird part about it. But I did find that picture, let me see if I can pull it up real quick, of him doing the induction. I think you sent it to me, actually.
So do we think that Jim Carrey, who gave the speech, was Jim Carrey, and everyone thinks that the one that was leaving the building was not Jim Carrey talking to the press?
I don't know. There's not
Like,
really.
why would he pull a stunt like that where he doesn't go talk to the press afterwards? He just sends a double.
Well, like Nick kind
It
of.
just seems so completely arbitrary.
Like Nick was kind of saying, like, he's, I guess, kind of been open about having a body double. So, like, to avoid, like, the press. And, like, especially now because he's been so outwardly, like, against what's going on in Hollywood and, like, maybe to, like, protect himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes to the award ceremony, accepts his award, and then immediately goes, like, leaves.
Holy I just realized we have 560 people in here.
Hey.
Wow. Welcome, everyone.
Yo, what is up, Sobers?
That might be a record for us right now.
Oh,
My
it's
goodness.
definitely a record for sure. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, I mean, the
Look
chat,
at this picture. Look at this
chat
shit right
is
here.
going berserk right now, and I'd love to see it.
Smoking. Yeah, dude, great. Look at this. See what I'm saying? Look at his tooth bite over his lip. But look at this. It does not. It does not. And the eyelid thing, I don't know. His eyelids are actually the same, which is definitely less convincing. But the thing that Kim said, which I fully agree with, is whoever did this Botox job forgot his eyes. Like, they forgot to do some of his face.
He said, leave the crow's feet.
Leave all the wrinkles. Just make my cheeks tighter.
Which he already has, like, I don't know. The balls of his cheeks are already kind of smooth, and I don't know.
Hang
it's
on,
just
look
weird.
look at the wrinkles. See how they match up
Well,
to the
they're not
ones
gonna
that are
match-
obvious.
They're not going to match super close because he's gotten a lot of them fixed. But the
Well,
forehead
but look
ones
at
for
like the
sure.
ones
This
you
is-
can still see though.
This is from when he
like dimples.
inducted
Yeah, this is from the
into
induction.
the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
What are they called? What's their
Soundgarden.
name? Soundgarden.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this isn't even from the César Awards ceremony. It's before that even, and I still kind of thought he was looking different.
Well, I mean, look at Jim's eyes here. Like, they're definitely kind of green, but they're not bright green. They're still like, they look hazel brown, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
I need to get Photoshop so I can do stuff like Ron does and overlay stuff, you know? I could probably do it in Canva, but because I want to see if his eyes line up. Although they're not facing the same way. Let's see if we can find two pictures that are kind of similar.
Jimmy Carter a little bit on the right. You know who he look? You know who he kind of looks like on the right? Maybe it's just me. I don't know why, but Elvis comes to mind right now.
oh yeah, I could see that.
All right, let's see if we can find an older picture of Jim Carrey from like what, 1996. No, let's just do Jim Carrey 1996. That's a fine year, guys.
That's a fine year.
Okay, wait, what did that other picture was him? It looks scary right there.
Nice.
Maybe this one?
Yeah, no, that one looks more like. Actually, I don't even know. Yeah, pull up. Yeah,
Ah, he's smiling like big there. Let me try it again here. This one's pretty close. He just obviously his tooth is messed up. The Truman Show ones might be a good one. The cable guy one is so funny. I feel like there's got to be a good one. Maybe this one? No, it's not. I feel like this one's probably going to be the best one. Where'd it go?
Okay, so
Is that even Jim Carrey?
A Mother's Word is the username, said, why would a guy who spent so much effort and time on contorting his face to make silly faces get Botox or surgery? And I totally agree. That's another piece of it that I'm like, he's like, that's what he's known for. And he's not going to be able to like do the expressions and impersonations and silly, goofy characters that he once did.
yeah, that's actually honestly like a big, a big point for sure, because that's why he would have so many wrinkles, is because he's been able to manipulate his face so well, and that's like his whole shtick.
Yeah, but one thing about Jim that I've learned is that he does not like to be boxed in, and he does not like to repeat, or like even in his early career, like he loved being the funny guy, but he wanted to move out of impressions and stuff and move into something else. And so he did. And then he moved on from there, moved into serious roles, and then he moved on from there. Like, it's always just been Jim evolving. So I could see him maybe being like, okay, this is the official way of me leaving behind that Jim Carrey. And he literally ditched the Jim Carrey persona after a while. Like, he stopped trying to be Jim Carrey.
Man.
Because he realized it was just a character he was playing, and I think he was on a soul search, man.
I mean, or he's being handled right now and he's like on like being forced to take lithium or something. And like, I don't know. I personally couldn't see how he would ever do that.
Dude, we have 677 people in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
We're
welcome
growing.
everybody. Well, it's because they all want to know if Jim Carrey's freaking alive or not.
I hope he is.
It's a great topic. I mean, I swear, I think he is alive. God, but there's so many freaking. All I want to say is like, Ron, bro, What are we doing here? That's probably a terrible,
No, that was pretty close.
terrible
I mean,
accent, but if you're watching Run. But yeah, I hope he's not dead. I don't think he's dead. Honestly, we won't ever know because he's not going to do any movies or anything, right? Like, he's retired.
Supposedly he's in Sonic, so like he's been doing Sonic movies, but like his role in Sonic, it could very easily be like AI or like basically where they just use his likeness.
Well,
and
they
then
they made him play
edit.
3 characters in that movie.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know if that was actually him. Like, who knows? Maybe it was just his likeness.
Okay, so where's his
Maybe.
part? His part is right there.
But he hasn't done any like roles outside of that since what, 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's just been doing Sonic the whole time, playing the Eggman.
I am the Eggman. All right, so we've got his chin matched up on this one, and the top of his head matched up. See, like you can see his hairline right there. His little part even matches. And
That's so
it doesn't-
creepy.
Okay, so I got his chin matched and his hair part matched. So like, here, let me. Okay, he is looking down though, so that's gonna change things. I feel like his eyes are further apart though. That's what I was really trying to figure out. His nose is definitely the same. He's got the same freaking nose. Those pictures just aren't similar enough.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, here's a picture of Jim. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. Is this one similar to that other one that we had? Kind of. He's looking more straight on.
There's Jim.
Okay, well, I think we've analyzed the out of this photo, so...
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, it's not, for me, I'm like, it's not beyond people in Hollywood to get work done. So, like, it's not that piece that I'm like, oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. It's just knowing who Jim Carrey is that is making it unbelievable for me. Like, he's been in interviews talking about how he's proud of his aging and would never get work done. And then just, like, how he's been more recently, like, outwardly against things that are going on and like just sharing his opinions and trying to like shed light on the truth. I feel like he's being handled. I feel like he's either being handled or he's in hiding, and they're like making it look like Jim Carrey so that we don't question where he is. And so like going down all of these rabbit holes and conspiracy theories, I came across some crazy stuff. And I don't know, there's people that are saying that he's like different actors are playing him, that it's like, you know, just a mask and it's like different actors. People are saying that it's Heather Shaw. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the comedian Heather Shaw, but she's essentially kind of like I don't know. I started following her around 2020 and her come up kind of revolved around the fact that she looks exactly like Jim Carrey. She's like the female version of Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I've seen her. She made a statement about all this too.
Yeah, and I sent you a video, Nick, from her, and I thought she was funny, but when I saw this video, it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth about Heather Shaw. I did not like the joke that she made. I didn't think it was funny. So
Where
let's
is
see.
it?
It's go right there.
This bit, I don't know if this is gonna work, you know.
What questions do you guys have for Jim Carrey? Yell it out.
I heard is 9/11 an inside job? Yes. You're just naming things. Like, kitchen sink, cat, wheel. I love Indians. Are you Indian or Native American or white or Indian? All right, get out. No, I'm kidding. You're laughing too hard, white girl. What's that? I've been painting a lot of vaginas. And girls that kill themselves, like my ex.
See,
Listen, I don't know
not
the guy,
funny.
you know, I just have his face.
Yeah, think she realized it too. I mean, she does have I'm sure she's done it intentionally to like play into the character, but she definitely does give me like even her mannerisms are very Jim Carrey-esque.
Yeah, and she's been like super hardcore against anyone that's saying that like that it's like a clone or that it's anyone other than Jim Carrey. She's like basically calling people stupid and like crazy. She's like vehemently against any theories, which I don't know. I personally find strange because it's like none of us really know. We can all sit here and theorize all we want, but none of us actually know, and neither does she. But why is she like insulting people for questioning when it's like, it's pretty, like, to me, it's obvious that we should at least be questioning it because it doesn't look like him. So like for her to be like insulting people, I don't know, that kind of raises some red flags in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I get that.
That video that I showed you though, Kim, literally cracks me up. The guy's like, when celebrities get plastic surgery and it's when a female celebrity gets plastic surgery, everybody says, oh, it's a real shame that she just ruined her beautiful natural face like that. And when a guy gets plastic surgery, they say, oh, he's clearly been killed and this has been replaced with a defective double. I was like, yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually. Like, any time that happens.
Every time.
Oh, yeah.
60% of the time, every time.
60% of the time, every time.
And then
oh, never mind.
there's this animated video that I
Where's
sent
the
you,
video
Nick.
that she posted about not being Jim, though, in the airport?
It's on TikTok. This is Instagram, huh?
Yeah, but I feel like she probably would post on both, but I don't see it. I'm pretty sure that
I think it's that one.
This one?
I think.
Fucking conspiracy theories about Jim Carrey anymore. It's crazy. People are fucking insane. The eye thing, he has different colored eyes. He's got different colored eyes. If any celebrity was a clone of themselves, why wouldn't they look exactly the same or younger than their original self? What the fuck are we doing? Why would you make a clone and make it like face worked up and weird looking and botchy and awkward? It's that thing of like people are conspiracy theorists.
Well, my thing is if you're going to try and clone somebody, but you can't clone them perfectly, if you just make them look like a super Botoxed up shell of Jim Carrey, it's going to be a whole lot more believable than somebody being like, yes, this is exactly Jim Carrey, and it's supposed to look exactly like him, but it doesn't. But I don't know.
It might
Saying
not
that
be,
it was a botched job would make more sense.
Well, they might not have it. It might not be a perfected art. Also, they wouldn't make the clone look better because then it won't look like them.
Yeah.
So like when she says like, why wouldn't they make it look better and younger and hotter or whatever? It's like, well, because then it wouldn't look exactly like them. That defeats the purpose of the clone. Not that I'm saying I agree with the clone theory, but I'm just saying like to play devil's advocate and like say, okay, this is why. But I don't know.
Can we just address this real quick? Because this person said loud and wrong. It was confirmed it was an impersonation by Alexis Stone. And I love that people are saying it was confirmed. Like,
just because she
confirmed
posted
it?
a picture on Instagram.
She posted a picture of a rubber mask on Instagram. Unless you post a video of you getting into Jim Carrey, then I'm not believing it ever. You can take literally
That
just
she's-
clout chasing, dude.
Or that they've since taken down too. I think they deleted the post. Alexis Stone. I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That's wild. And I mean, the Epstein thing got me too, though. So like with that Epstein AI video or photo that came out, I was immediately like, holy crap, like that's crazy. But then same thing with all the Jim Carrey stuff. Like it just makes me feel like there's something going on. Like they're trying to get us to talk about this stuff, especially with the Iran stuff going on.
They're going to find some bloody masks at our house.
At our house. Oh wait, speaking of, can we play my video real quick? Kim sent me this and showed me this, and I've never seen this before. I was like, whoa. But I also don't listen to The Weeknd.
okay, so yeah, like going down these rabbit holes, I did not expect to find like this, and I definitely didn't like I've been following Stephen Baldwin since about 2020 as well. I feel like around when I first got into TikTok is when I first started following a lot of these people, and Stephen Baldwin is very cryptic. He speaks in riddles, and so one of the like conspiracy theory rabbit holes that I went down, it involves Stephen Baldwin, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Selena Gomez.
Yeah, we definitely have to get into that.
So
we should get into that after this.
that's why I was going to preface, because
Oh, okay.
That's how I found this video in the first place, or found that he collaborated with The Weeknd.
Wait, you watch Sobering Stories? Oh no!
Your
then
friend?
I put up a really sick deep dive on the Jim Carrey situation. Yeah, you should watch it if you definitely watch. But you should also definitely watch this crazy right here. The Weeknd's album Dawn FM has a song featuring Jim Carrey doing some weird like philosophical spoken word stuff called Phantom Regret. From the same album, there's another song called Out of Time, which is what this music video is. And man, this is some weird Check this out.
You're almost there, but don't panic. There's still more music to come before you're completely engulfed in the blissful embrace of that little light you see in the distance. Soon you'll be healed, forgiven, and refreshed, free from all trauma, pain, guilt, and shame. You may even forget your own name. But before you dwell in that house forever, here's 30 minutes of easy listening. On 103.5 Dawn FM.
What the
But before you...
Right?
Okay, so how are more people not talking about this? I've not, since going down this rabbit hole, I have not heard one person ever say that Jim Carrey collaborated with The Weeknd.
No,
like,
this is massive.
How have more people not been talking about this?
When did that album come out? The Dawn FM one?
Don't know.
Because I think that was fairly recently. Whoops.
Jim Carrey back-to-back The Weeknd.
That's blowing my mind. And then what's up with
and the crazy thing
album
is
cover?
The song that video is from is not even the song that Jim Carrey features in. And I think Kim was saying that he actually was like a huge part like producing the album. He's on more than just a couple songs. And yeah, he definitely looks like a mixture between Jim Carrey when he had his beard and The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And here we go. Wait.
Do you guys think that he looks like anybody else in that album cover? I'm just curious. Like,
Give him a big hand, guys. Let's do it.
Give him a big hand. Give him a big hand, everybody.
What was your question?
Does he look like anybody else?
Yeah. Do you think?
I think he does. He looks like
who?
Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I could kind of see that, yeah.
Anyone in the chat? Who do you think that The Weeknd looks like? If you were to say he looks like any other celebrity in this picture, who would you say?
Straight up Morgan Freeman out of Seven.
Yeah, dude, 100%. Denzel Washington over here.
Denzel. Let's see if anybody in the chat says anything. Yeah, see, that's what I'm from the Iran War.
The Iran War.
But yeah, I definitely think it is a distraction from Iran because I don't know the Iran. I keep calling it Iran. The Iran stuff is crazy, like literally crazy, and especially like I'm not typically a Nick Fuentes guy, but he does know his Middle East history, and seeing some of the stuff that he was talking about was pretty wild. I was like, holy! It definitely just makes it obvious that we're fighting this war for Israel. Although this video is going to likely get demonetized immediately after I said that. So.
Yeah, dude, what have you done?
What did I do?
What have you done?
But yeah, I don't know. So the Dawn FM release date, that's what we were looking at here. Sorry.
Then Yahoo's going to be hitting
Did
you
anybody
up
say, somebody says Tyler Perry.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Perry for sure, yeah.
Somebody said J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance. Ice Cube.
Forrest Whitaker, I could see that. I haven't thought about him in a
Ooh,
hot
someone
minute.
said Justin Bieber.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Green, what is this? Green Eclectic Mama Blog 8. Why do you say Justin Bieber? That's so interesting that you say
It's
that.
a 2022 album that this was
Oh,
released.
yes. She's been down the same rabbit hole. Or they have. I don't know. Yep. It's pretty crazy stuff. So apparently if you Google, like, who is The Weeknd's friends, Jim Carrey comes up.
Who are his friends?
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey?
Who are friends
pops up?
with The Weeknd?
Well, I don't use Google, so it might be different, but Taylor Swift, huh?
Oh, Jim Carrey's not on there now. That's interesting.
Let's look at images. Well, and I didn't put the apostrophe correctly, so maybe that'll change it. This is him post-surgery. Yeah, and you know what? After The Weeknd cut off his giant platypus hair, this one right here, I didn't really like him as much.
A haircut really affects how you
Just
feel
kidding.
about a person.
No, I just thought that it was... I mean, nobody else has hair like that. Yeah, he's not on there. But also, like I said, I'm using Brave. I don't use.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
use
yeah. That's a good point. Okay.
Google
so,
always pops up different results.
You gotta go on the dangerous Safari.
Dude, Safari for sure.
right.
Dude, Don King with less hair. Dude, straight up looks like Don King. That's hilarious.
Okay, so I'm going to try to...
You guys know who Don King is?
No, who is that?
I think he was like a boxing announcer or something. I only know him from like Chappelle's show and like skits, and I've seen some
look
old
like
fights.
that.
Yeah, he looks just
He
like
definitely
that.
looks like that. Oh my gosh, that's probably the best one so far.
So funny, dude. Good times.
Okay, so I'm going to try to explain this theory. It doesn't really... I don't know if the people that are like theorizing this fully even understand the details themselves.
It's
but
a working theory.
It definitely is interesting. So I'm going to try to explain this to you guys. So the first thing is that people are saying that The Weeknd is actually Justin Bieber. So like it'd be a way for Hollywood to kind of like really...
Reinvent Justin.
No, like really capitalize off of his talents because he otherwise wouldn't be able to like have this different like genre.
It's like having a second
I mean,
job.
They're similar genre. Yeah, exactly. They're similar genres anyway, but
yeah.
So and then people are saying like, oh, okay, so Selena Gomez has dated Justin Bieber and she's also dated The Weeknd. And then I guess apparently around the same time that
Is The Weeknd hopelessly in love with Selena Gomez is the question, because Justin Bieber is.
yeah, maybe. And so supposedly around the same time that The Weeknd and Selena Gomez broke up is around the same time that Selena Gomez got her surgery and like she doesn't look the same since. So people are really saying like this clone thing is really huge right now. Like people are saying that Selena Gomez is also a clone. So I mean that is interesting. Oh, look, they're interacting with each other. Debunked right there.
Debunked.
Not necessarily. I mean, that was the old Weeknd. The new Weeknd is the guy with all the face plastic surgery that I just showed you that picture of. So I mean, there's a very good chance he could have been swapped, murdered.
I was just joking because you can clearly do anything with AI in Photoshop.
Yeah, that's true.
But
look at how just like rough Justin looks in this picture.
Dude,
He does not seem like he seems like he's been through some serious stuff.
That photo
he's got a hole in his
make him look
sweater.
rough.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I guess
he's wearing a dingy sweater too, like our dingy sweaters.
That's a fashion statement.
Dingy sweater club.
This is edit because Weeknd, Black Weeknd, not brown. Also this weekend with hair, big show weekend with them hair small. What? Sometimes the comments are hilarious. Okay, keep going, Kim. Sorry.
So somehow this all ties into Stephen Baldwin as well. And if everyone in the chat, go look at his TikTok. He's very cryptic. He speaks in riddles. And what people are saying is that, so this is one of the things that people are saying. People are saying that it's possible that Stephen Baldwin played Jim Carrey as like his, like at the awards ceremony to like, I guess protect him. I don't know. I don't quite understand why, but he definitely posts about Jim Carrey. Like that's kind of interesting. Like why is he doing that?
Stephen Baldwin is the silliest looking person I've ever seen, dude. But there's no way that Stephen Baldwin could play Jim Carrey because he's just a tiny bit larger than Jim Carrey.
I mean, if you look at his face,
apparently they're the
look at his
same
nose.
height.
Look at his nose too. His nose
Jim
is the
Carrey
same as the Jim
cannot
Carrey
tell
nose.
you guys all about the counterfeit truth, but I can because I'm outside of that system. I possess special powers within.
Hailey Bieber better come get her dad because I think he is spilling some tea on Jim Carrey and everybody's suspicions about him allegedly not being the real Jim Carrey. Check out this old resurfaced video when Stephen Baldwin was actually talking about Jim Carrey. What special powers does he have from within? Now, this was resurfaced after he posted this video about Jim Carrey.
Il y a environ 300 ans.
And if you notice in the description, it says, I miss Jim. I feel like he's made these kinds of comments before. He's obviously stating he has some insider information. So why?
Oh, it does say I miss Jim.
Yep. And then he's
It looked
got,
like
look
he
at
was
the
about to mouth
emojis. He's got masks.
Mask, you, and a rose. Oh, good performance, maybe.
Yeah.
And if you notice in the description, it says, I miss Jim. I feel like he's made these kinds of comments before. He's obviously stating he has some insider information. So why aren't you spilling? We are ready. We are all ears. All of this speculation about Jim Carrey is being discussed because he was just out on an appearance, and people 1000% do not believe that this is the real Jim Carrey. So are the people on to something? Let me know what you guys think about all this down in the comments.
Okay, so I guess people are saying like that the thing that could be there, like why Steven could be posting about Jim is because it has to do with like Justin Bieber being The Weeknd, apparently. So like if he is The Weeknd, okay, that ties in Jim Carrey and The Weeknd together because it's like, okay, Jim Carrey and The Weeknd are friends. And if Justin Bieber actually, like if that is one of his personas, so then it's like, okay, he has this vested interest because that's his son-in-law, Justin Bieber. So for those that don't know, Stephen Baldwin's daughter is Hailey Bieber. So that's his son-in-law. He kind of has been like outspoken about how the fall of Hollywood was coming. That's another thing. Like when I first saw that he posted on TikTok back in 2020, he's been saying that. He's been saying the fall of Hollywood is coming and everyone needs to be prepared and there's going to be a lot exposed. And so, like, I feel like, okay, yeah, that could be possible because he cares about protecting his son-in-law. And then if he found out all this stuff about how, like, things that allegedly happened to Justin Bieber in regards to, like, Usher and P. Diddy. So, like, he's like, oh, like, we're taking them down. This is disgusting. Like, this, I'm putting my foot down. Like, this is over. We're ending this. And so, either he... is protecting Jim Carrey, or he's trying to get us to talk more about it because Jim Carrey's being handled or is missing.
I think if anything's happening to Jim, he's being handled. Britney Spears status, because he went off the rails. Then I think they killed his ex-girlfriend as a message. And then he disappeared from the world for like till Sonic, basically, till like a couple of years ago.
And who knows if that's actually him. Like I said, they could have just used his likeness because it's not like they needed him. It looks very like, I don't know, CGI or like very animated. It doesn't really, like, and obviously he could be wearing makeup and all of that. But it just, if you've seen the Sonic movies, I've taken Bodhi to see him. It doesn't, like, it could easily just be them using his likeness and creating
Oh, hey, look, there's my comment.
a character based on it.
I was going to play the Panda Eyes video real quick.
Oh, yeah, this was super crazy, too.
This was like one of the very few posts by Stephen Baldwin that I actually understood.
This isn't super related to the conspiracy theory that we're talking about right now, but this is interesting and people should see this.
Here. Hope you had a fantastic beginning to a wonderful new year. I know I'm having a great one myself, but mostly because of these right here. The Panda Puff, in my
Fire
opinion,
cereal.
is one of the more outstanding ways you can start a new year. No sponsorship, no sidebar, backdoor shenanigans. This is just a fantastically delicious product for 2026. Hey friends,
We love this product.
Product, dude. Yeah, product will never be the same after the McDonald's.
Yeah, dude, after the CEO messed up the word product.
Okay, let me see. What I was trying to find is I wanted to see if I could find this Justin Bieber, Jim Carrey weekend situation that you're talking about. Did you send me a video about it or no?
Like about what?
The weekend Justin Bieber baby situation. Where
I've only seen one video, like specifically talking about all of this, and it's kind of hard to follow. So, I don't know.
It's going to be a Bieber weekend.
Oh no, this is baby Bieber with.
Oh, I did send you a clip of that video though, and the girl that is talking about this theory, she says, she's like, I could honestly see Justin Bieber being The Weeknd. They kind of sound alike, and she clips like I guess this is another thing too that she talks about. The Weeknd, I guess, kind of had a quick come up. Like he apparently worked at American Apparel, and
Yeah,
then
he
all
got
of a sudden
famous
makes
on
an
YouTube.
album and instantly famous. And so like people kind of like are like saying, oh yeah, that's kind of fishy too. Like he came up so quick and so easily, and like he's just crazy famous. It seems kind of like out of nowhere.
It does seem like out of nowhere, honestly. And I was just told that he got famous on YouTube, so I just assumed he already had some sort of fame from YouTube. Like he was viral on YouTube first, and then when he became big, he just got even bigger. But
Yeah, and I don't know if, pardon, I don't know if this is true or not, but like apparently he already has like a movie about him. So I don't know if this is a clip from his movie or what, but he's like kind of getting loud and whatever. And then she clips Justin Bieber from like when TMZ, like paparazzi was out recording him. And they do sound similar. So like that's one of the videos I sent you. It's this one.
okay, here's the story. Kind of, it's comes from, where is it? She was talking with, oh, it's down here. My bad. She was talking to, oh, Jay Leno. She was on Jay Leno's show, and she was talking about how Justin had passed the boyfriend test with her mom, but then hours later, the 18-year-old was checked into the hospital after coming down with a mystery illness. Nausea and a headache are indeed early pregnancy symptoms, but those are also symptoms of 100,000 other things. But it fueled the rumors that they were having a baby together. So it was rumors of a surprise pregnancy. That was in, when was this written? Doesn't say. Okay. But so there's that. And then you did text me a video, you said?
Yeah, it's just a clip so that you can kind of see that The Weeknd and Justin Bieber's voices kind of do sound similar.
Which video is it? The one with this.
That one.
Wrote his movie. You remember that one scene where he was like, shut up, and he was just talking weird. I can see that being Justin Bieber. Like,
What are you
I feel
doing?
like
I have to go right now.
I'm getting
help
calls.
Like, it's hard for him to
I have to catch
play
a
that
flight.
part. That's why.
Talking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Standing on business.
So
body, bro.
I don't know. They kind of sound. I could see.
I mean, I didn't really feel like I got a good comparison out of that, honestly. I think that scene, he looked like Justin Bieber for sure. In this scene that she's talking about,
or his movie. You remember that one scene where he was like, shut up, and he was just talking
right
weird.
there, his face
I can see that
definitely
being Justin Bieber. Like,
What are you
I feel
doing?
like
I have to go right now. I'm getting calls.
Like, it's hard for him to
I have to catch
play
a
that
flight.
part. That's why.
Talking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
He just,
I mean, they kind of sound the same, but not really. If anything, he looks more like Justin Bieber than he sounds in that, like in that clip right there, which is pretty wild. What is this other stuff you sent me here? Oh, more stuff about the Hailey Bieber sitch.
Yeah, and I don't know. There's other theories kind of saying that like there's like a darker side of it, that it's like ill-intended, like Stephen Baldwin's motives are ill-intended, and it's like they're handling Justin Bieber, and like Hailey Bieber is his handler. And there's a video of Hailey Bieber talking, and I think she's just making fun of like the conspiracy theories, because she's doing like a what's in my bag, I think, and the last thing that she pulls out is like this tincture, and she's like, oh, and this is a tincture, I got this from a witch that my dad sent me to when I was like 12 or 13, and the witch said that if I take this every day, that I'll get to end up with a Canadian pop star. And so people are saying like she's joking about it to mock the fact that she actually did, like, I don't know, like say, oh, I choose Justin Bieber, and the power that she has from her family was able to end up with him. Or people are saying that she's just plain joking about the conspiracy theories because she thinks they're ridiculous. But I sent you that video too if you want to play it.
Sure. Which one is it?
I think that one was a link. So it's the one above Jim Carrey's right here. This one.
Okay, so last but not least,
What the hell?
tincture potion that I got.
Why did it
I would
move?
say probably when I was around 12, my dad flew me to go meet with this witch who lived in the mountains, and she made this specifically for me. She told me that it would make a young Canadian pop star fall in love with me. So yeah, been taking this one for years. Absolutely love it. And
Yeah, but I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole yet because I'm going to do a whole video on Hailey Bieber and her stalker stuff. But that's definitely going in the video. She's got a tincture so that he'll fall in love with her.
yeah. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. A little ASMR there.
Okay, so
Okay. I was curious what you guys think about Jim Carrey's Illuminati. Like he mentions this stuff a lot. He talks about it and kind of exposes it a lot, but then he'll immediately follow it up with like, "Oh, it was just a bit. It was just a joke," which is very much Andy Kaufman style humor, leaving people on the edge of their seat, not knowing what to believe, not knowing not knowing like what's real, if he was being serious, if this is just a bit or a gag. And like with this one right here, with the Illuminati thing, because he comes out here, he does the secret hand signal. He makes a big deal about everything, and it's like really funny. But at the same time, then at the end, like Kim pointed out, they both do it. And so like maybe it was a part of the act, maybe it was just a joke, but like it wasn't hilarious, nor was it a really good way to promote the movie. So like, is this just him exposing the Illuminati on live TV, or is this just a gag?
I think it's him trying to expose, because there's multiple videos. Like there's another video of him saying like great countries don't like traffic children. And it's like he's said it in multiple ways and at multiple times. There's another video I show you where he's on Jay Leno and he's talking about how the moon landing is fake. And so like he does it in his like Jim Carrey like satirical way, but he's trying to like subtly expose. And I feel like it's he's getting backlash for it. They're coming for him now.
It's the all mocking tongue, you guys.
The all mocking tongue.
All right, here I got to see this. Well, we're gonna play this real quick first.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. Yeah, and this is in that hotel in where The Shining was filmed.
That's great.
We landed on the moon!
But then he's saying that we didn't land on the moon.
Another thing to note about the video that you just played with the all mocking tongue or whatever, like, there's been a lot of people that say that they added a laugh track after the fact, that the audience was completely silent.
Oh yeah, I remember you
and
telling
like
me
it's
that.
like, okay, yeah, people could just be making that up, but I'm like, I've never seen anyone make that fact up before on any other night
The
show.
laughing track after
Yeah,
what?
me either. Like when he did the Illuminati all mocking tongue thing on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, that wasn't real.
Kim read a comment of somebody that was in the audience and said that there was nobody really laughing. They didn't really know what to believe or like what to think.
The whole
and that they
audience was
added-
silent. They were like, whoa.
Yeah, and then they added a laughing track afterwards.
So yeah, so we think that the vibe is like, is he just being silly? It's just funny. It's just a bit because the laugh track was added. But the audience in real life was like, oh, dang.
Is Jim Carrey really a part of the Illuminati? The Illuminati.
What?
I love how he says Illuminati.
Illuminati.
All right. I got to see this because I didn't see this in all my research. I don't know how I missed this video.
They've run out of anecdotes, you know, and they just start making stuff up.
Yeah.
Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the
I
talk
have
shows?
seen this.
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story. Man, and they're buying it.
Oh, yeah.
Come out and they
And they're buying it.
What a fish story.
What a fish story.
Talk about a fish
I've never heard that like phrase before. Talk about a fish story, which I like. Yeah, the fish was this big.
Talk about a fish story. This guy was over exaggerating.
I will say though, the most convincing thing for me about the moon landing stuff is, what's his name, Bart Sabrell, going around doing the swear, put your hand on the Bible, swear on the Bible thing.
Oh yeah.
And then he pretty much gets his ass kicked every single time.
Get out of here, man. I'm not
And
gonna
then
swear to Bible.
the one that the guy actually like freaked out and told he like did swear on the Bible, but he freaked out after that. And then as he left, they left like because he was like actually like kicking him and like hitting him on the way out. And they were so startled or like caught off guard that he left one of the cameras or like recorders or something in the house. And they were recording the two guys, the astronaut and his son. And he said something like, do you want me to call or you want me to reach out, or you want me to hit up the CIA and have them take care of him? Or something like that. And it was like, whoa, that's crazy. That was their first reaction. You want me to have the CIA murder this guy who just had you swear on the Bible that you did in fact land on the moon, even though you didn't?
I would say, where did they get the footage back if they left the camera there?
It was just the mic. It was a hot mic.
Yeah, it was just a microphone. So they had the audio, but the camera was on them in the car, but you can hear them saying that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Wild. It's all connected.
It is.
It's all connected.
I'm trying to remember what the other instances where he exposed. Oh, the COVID, or not the COVID stuff, but him and Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, talking about vaccines?
Yeah, because they were like serious about the vaccines thing. But then, like I mentioned in my video, no word about vaccines during COVID. Not a single one. What happened, Jim?
What happened, Jim?
Yeah, but that's post 2015.
Discusses Jim Carrey's body hair. Let's watch this instead.
Loop that on for 7 hours.
Oh, and not only is he talking trash about vaccines, but he says that the CDC and some other government entity are funded by drug money. And so he's not even just calling out vaccines, he's calling out the whole medical industry, pharma.
After 1989. It's twice as many as anywhere else in 30 countries in the Western world. But we give twice as many shots as any of those countries. Why is that?
If it's vaccination and you're not against vaccination, well, what are you against? Don't vaccinate for this, but vaccinate for that?
Yes. I think we have to choose which ones are absolutely necessary.
You should educate yourself. We want to empower parents to educate themselves. Do we need to have the chickenpox? Do we need the hepatitis B shot on the second day of life?
I don't think we can afford to assume that the people who are charged with our public health any longer have our best interests at heart all the time. Parents have to make their own decisions.
Why would a doctor not want to know more about something that could save a life or prevent a disease? I don't know.
The AAP is financed by the drug companies. Medical schools are financed by the drug companies. This is a huge business. Vaccines are the largest growing division of the pharmaceutical industry. $13 billion.
They control medical schools.
What we're asking is for them to take a loss for the good of our children. That's a tough sell in a boardroom.
Boom. Jim Carrey laying it down, dude.
Boom.
Laying it straight facts.
Man.
And they weren't even like anti-vaxxers. In fact, him and Jenny were just safe. They were what you would consider safe vaccination. Like they only cared about safe vaccinations. They just wanted parents to be able to choose, and they didn't want your kids to be forced to take all these vaccines. Like, just to make money off of you, which makes total sense, dude. It's insane.
Look at this comment. I've never thought of this before. It says, what are the chances? And the username is Hans8296. What are the chances a guy named Neil A is alien? And it's backwards is alien.
I have seen that. Yeah, that's so wild.
Is one of the first guys to land on another planet / moon.
That is so.
I've never thought about that before.
Coincidence? Possibly. Might mean something. Might mean nothing. But I'm pretty sure that means something.
It's just something to note. It's just something to note.
That an alien landed on the moon for the first time.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. An alien went back to the moon.
I saw that pretty recently, actually, Kim, but you might have actually shown that to me. Jim Carrey. Let's see what other stuff pops up for Jim Carrey exposing Hollywood. Oh, probably my favorite one, I put it in my video, is where he's, they're like, 2-time Grammy Award-winning Jim Carrey. And he comes out and he's like, I'm 2-time Grammy Award-winning Jim Carrey.
That one was a good one.
And he's talking about how pointless these awards are. And then he's like, don't get me wrong, if our entire world exploded, you definitely wouldn't be able to find us with the naked eye. But from our perspective, these awards are huge. And I was like, that's freaking hilarious, dude. Like, And he's just literally making fun of people right to their faces.
Dude, he's such a real one for that stuff, though. I swear. That's why we need more of that out here.
Let's see what other videos pop up.
That's
Trying
like
to warn us about Hollywood for years.
That's like
9
the
minutes.
whole thing about like celebrities and using their powers that they have for good. Like they have the like people who have these platforms, these people that have a social presence out there. Like at some point, you have to be able to use that for good in some way. If like what you're doing isn't already doing some good, at some point, you got to speak your truth.
Yeah, and I agree, Haas. It's like, okay, some people can say like, oh, he's talking about things that we already know about or whatever, but it's like it makes a difference when it comes out of a celebrity's mouth because they have a platform and like they influence people.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's ways to help speak for the people, I guess.
he's
in a way.
he's an icon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and
Illuminati.
you're a part of it for years now. Talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms.
All right, that's just the same video we already watched.
You haven't played this one that I sent, where he talks about great countries don't traffic children.
The only thing social media is for is exposing them all.
Hatred of immigrants, contempt for the truth, greed, and the abuse of power. We are fighting those same evils today. And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower. It is the mark of a villain. Kidnapping children is not what great nations do. Almost half of America at this moment believes.
When was this speech?
I don't know. And the caption there says that he was speaking out against, but I don't know if he was or not. I don't.
No, he is. He's talking about shamelessness is not a. I don't remember how he phrased it, but basically just saying that because Trump just doesn't give a,
Yeah, so I was just saying I would guess that it's maybe around like maybe around when he was first getting elected. So what would that be? 2017, 20?
Well, all I do know is that this is
18-ish?
pre-Epstein file drop, right?
Yep.
So what does Jim Carrey know?
There is a sinister deep state diabolically plotting to what? Give them health care? We in America are misinformed. Reality shows have warped our idea of what a hero is, or what the truth is. So tonight, I'd like to dedicate this award to those who remind us of our virtues, who remind us of the truth.
That was
Like
pretty
you,
powerful.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and I love how he has a 1-minute soapbox to stand on, and he does not waste that opportunity. And that's why I felt like the Caesar Awards. Well, let's look it up. I want to see what the translation says. I think his speech was funny. It has something to do with honestly, I don't remember. Never mind. But his speech was kind of funny, and for him to do it in French is definitely like a Jim Carrey move. Like, I'm gonna go over the top and do it in French.
Mhm.
But it did not seem like he wasn't exposing anything. He wasn't making fun of anybody. He wasn't talking about how stupid the awards were, which is what he literally always does every award ceremony.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I don't know if it bugs anybody else, but it drives me nuts when people just throw one R in there. Like, I've even seen videos where it says Jim Carrey and it's spelled right, and then in the title of the video, they spell it wrong. I'm like, what? How?
It's 2 R's.
Jim
so this is a
Carrey.
summary.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. Let's see if it has the translation here. Here we go. Carrey said in French with a thick American accent, "As an actor, each character you play is like clay in the sculptor's hands, which you shape to your heart's desire. How fortunate I have been to share this art with so many people who have truly opened their hearts to me." He then revealed that about 300 years ago, his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, Marc-Francois Carré, yes, Carré, was born in France, in Saint Malo, and emigrated to Canada. Tonight, with this magnificent honor, this square, carré in French, has come full circle, said the actor who attended the event with his daughter Jane, grandson Jackson, and girlfriend Mina. Thank you to my wonderful family, my daughter Jane, my grandson Jackson. I love you now and forever. Thank you to my sublime companion Mina. I love you, Mina. And finally, thank you to the funniest man I've ever known, my father, Percy Joseph Carey, who taught me the value of love, generosity, and laughter. And then he says at the end, he asked the audience, so how was my French? Almost mediocre, right? Forgive me, I didn't speak French, but I'm just learning it. My tongue is tired. Okay, so I mean, pretty basic acceptance speech.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if you were trying to do it in French, you're not going to try and be over the top with exposing stuff at the same time, you know? I don't know. Although it would have been epic if he exposed stuff in French at the Caesar Awards. Like, it would have been super epic.
Yeah, and maybe if that was him, like, he did want to take that opportunity to honor his father and, like, I guess his heritage, or like his great grandfather. So I mean, I think that tracks and makes sense. And to circle back to where we started, I think that if anything, it was a body double afterwards, talking and interviewing.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I think that's why it's still so viral, because it's just so hard to know one way or the other. There's so many things that are like, I don't know, but it's not so definitively conclusive that you're like, yeah, no, it's definitely not him. But I don't know, just the way that he was talking, starting that video, made me feel like it wasn't him. And I was going to look something else up, but I don't remember what it was.
Oh, now. kind of interesting. I found this video where he's on the Ellen show, and I don't know, it's pretty cool because I think Jim Carrey really like talks about manifestation, and apparently he used to, like, early on in his acting days, he used to carry around a check for $1 million. That was like,
it was $10 million.
It was $10 million even. Okay. And then
for acting services rendered.
And he, like, obviously was able to cash it one day. So, and then there's just other things where he talks about how he was able to manifest things for himself. And that Ellen video that I sent you is one of those stories that he tells. And then he said there's this little tidbit that I'm sure you'll catch when you play it that I thought was interesting.
Oh, you just sent it to me or what?
I didn't just send it to you, but yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I think
it's one of the first ones.
The best thing that I've heard him say was that he was like, yeah, even though I would be struggling, I had nothing.
It's that one.
Nothing really going for me. I didn't have anything like lined up, but I knew that those things were waiting for me out there somewhere, and I just like pretended like I had them, and they were just waiting for me to like finally find them or like reunite with them. And I thought that was a really good way to look at it, like in terms of manifestation, maintaining a, like you always say, like if you want to manifest something, you've got to act like you already have it. But yeah, let's play this video, see what's up with this. Oh, it's quiet.
And she came in and she said, you know, if I pray to the Virgin Mary and ask her for whatever I want, she gives me whatever I want. And I promise her something and she gives me whatever I want. Like that. And she was Polish. No. And I sat at the back of the class and I thought, wow, that sounds great. Because my dad could never afford a bike, you know? He always said, it was the same old thing. It was like, you know, Dad, can I get a bike? You know, and he'd say, son, just keep looking through the dumpster, because I'm sure there's some pizza in there. No. No, he would...
Okay.
He would say, yeah, maybe someday.
And he definitely just said that on the Ellen show.
So I heard this from the teacher, and I went, wow, this sounds great. So I went home. I promised the Virgin Mary that I would say the rosary every night if I got a Mustang bike. And 2 weeks later, I show up in my living room. The whole family's standing around smiling at me, and I go into my bedroom. And my brother comes into the room and says, didn't you see what was in the living room? And I come back out. They're all standing around a green Mustang bike. And I never...
Whoa, where'd it go?
I won the bike in a raffle that I didn't enter.
Oh, my computer's being slow.
The story. That's what happened. A friend of mine apparently went into a sporting goods store and entered my name, and I won the bike 2 weeks later after the prayer.
Wow.
And so my life has just kind of been like that ever since, you know? I just ask for what I want, and you know...
That's freaking wild.
I'm constantly getting like these things, you know, the little winks from the higher intelligence, and
yeah, my computer's going slow right now. I don't know what's up. But the pizza thing was weird, huh?
Yeah.
You'll find some pizza in
And-
there, like
Gross
gross.
pizza in there.
I don't know how, like, I've watched this clip a few times, but from my vantage point, it seems like Ellen does not like him. Because at the end of it, because she says something about, because she got, I think she knew about this story, so she got him that bike. And he was like, it's weird because it was green and everything. Like the one that I had back in the day was green. And he breaks into a Cher like song. He's like, do you believe in? And you can see she's just like,
Yeah.
And-
I don't think Ellen likes people that are funnier than her.
yeah. Yeah, maybe that's
That's
it.
my feeling about it.
Stepping on my
she
toes.
I was like, she seems so like annoyed. And like, I feel like Jim Carrey could even feel it. Because after he did that, he's like, I felt like breaking out into song was appropriate there.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and everybody that mentions pizza on the Ellen show, which is a lot of people for some reason, she always seems really uncomfortable or like angry almost afterwards.
yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah.
when, I don't know.
So maybe that was part of it too. But yeah, I definitely observed that she just seemed like annoyed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Ellen loves pizza.
Who doesn't?
I love pizza.
And they just start making stuff up.
Oh, I forgot I turned it way up because that last clip was so quiet.
Yeah. Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you
Okay,
seen him
that's
on the
one
talk
I-
show?
I wanted to see if there's any we haven't watched. What is this one? Okay, that's that one.
Oh, that was the Weekend music video.
Yeah.
Okay, and this girl right here, this video was like a, I guess it kind of relates back to remote viewing
I don't
and
pay a lot of attention to the news.
the psychic stuff that we were kind of talking about. So she claims that she can remote view, and that a friend, she's like, I don't pay attention to the news or anything, but my friend asked me to weigh into this. So I read his aura. I read the aura of the person that is like interviewing, and I read the aura of like Jim Carrey from past interviews and pictures. And she's like, from what I can see, reading his aura, they're different auras, so they're different people, in my opinion. That's my opinion. And then
If
she
you
hops
guys
off.
follow me, I'm not really into that sort of thing. But my best friend texted me and wanted me to ask about this situation. So as a psychic medium, I looked into it, and I'm an aura reader. So I watched a video of this person talking, and I looked at their aura, and then I went back and watched old videos of Jim Carrey, and I looked at his aura, and I can tell you guys without a doubt that this is a separate person. They have different auras. They have different aura colors. And for those of you a little bit on the conspiracy side who are asking if this is starts with a C and rhymes with scone, this isn't one of those. This is a different person. It's probably
You
like
can
an
say
actor or
clone,
something.
right? Maybe not on
The ones that
TikTok.
start with a C and
No
rhyme with
clones.
scone. They have a very diminished, very gray aura. He's not that. So I don't know who this guy is, but that's not Jim Carrey.
I don't know
pay a
who
lot
this
of
guy
attention
is.
to the-
So I don't know who this guy is, but that's not Jim.
I don't know who this guy is. That's not somebody I know. I think Jim Carrey.
That's pretty funny.
That's wild, though.
All right, and I wanted to watch, I don't think it has anything to do with Jim, but the last one you sent, it was something about Eyes Wide Shut from Stephen Baldwin.
Oh, this was Stephen Baldwin's latest post. I think he posted it either today or it was recent, and I was like, whoa.
Put some stars
Why
on the
does it
spot
keep
when
doing
we
this?
asked,
This
do you
one?
have any
Oh, wow.
idea what
That guy's face is wild looking. Where is it? There we go. That guy's face is wild, dude.
Starts with C and rhymes with scone.
Yeah, you can't say clone on TikTok. What the hell, dude? This is why I hate TikTok. I posted the same video on X, Instagram, and YouTube, and Facebook, actually, and added it to my story. And TikTok was the only one that removed it immediately for community violations. Haas's buddy, Nick Lopresti, he's a photographer. He was doing
He was doing a lens review and a history of this lens that was like back from like World War II or something like that. And yeah, I got flagged first talking about Charlie Chaplin.
removed. Like, dude, what?
Don't you dare talk about Charlie Chaplin. You're gonna get removed.
Yeah, the TikTok censorship. This TikTok Israeli censorship is buck wild.
Put some stars on the spot when we asked, do you have any idea what Eyes Wide Shut literally means?
No, none at all, but I'm quite excited to find out.
What does the title Eyes Wide Shut mean?
The couple probably doesn't want to admit what's happening to them.
I know what the title Eyes Wide Shut means. Action!
Put some stars on the spot when we asked, do you have any idea?
God, I
So,
freaking love Stephen Baldwin.
Have you seen
I
Eyes
hope he
Wide
gets
Shut?
back to me.
Wide Shut? Hoss?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, what?
Okay,
You gotta
so
watch that.
It's a pretty crazy movie. I'm terrible at summing things up. Will you sum it up for him?
I mean, yeah, I'll try. I'll do my best. The movie has so many layers. It's so intense. First of all, it's a Stanley Kubrick film. So you already know that there's heavy symbolism in the movie just based on that. But it follows the story of this guy, Dr. Bill, which is played by Tom Cruise, and his wife is played by Nicole Kidman. And they are at these elite parties hanging out with this like guy that Bill must work with or like is a doctor for. And he invites him to this super elite fancy party. And it's kind of like, a party. They've got all these wealthy people that are in this ballroom dancing, having a normal party.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like a secret party that happens after. And it's like an occult ritualistic party, but it's also like they start with like this occult weird, I don't know if I'd call it like sacrifice. It's more like a ceremony. It's like an occult ceremony. And then after that, it's just like a massive orgy fest. But Bill and his wife are just like having a normal conversation. And at that party, Bill was like talking to these super young girls that were totally hitting on him. And he didn't do anything with them, but she was like wondering if he was going to, and she definitely got the feeling that he was flirting with them. And so
This might be kind of a spoiler.
At the same time, she's talking to this other guy who's like clearly trying to pick her up, but she's like, no, I'm happily married, and she doesn't flirt with him at all, while Bill is totally flirting with these girls. So it sparks this intense conversation between the two of them. And then she basically ends up telling him that she cheated on him and she's unhappy and doesn't like him like at all. And it sends him into this spiral questioning his identity, like because he realizes that without his wife, without his doctor status, without all of these things that define who he is as like a successful, wealthy, elite person, he doesn't even know who he is. And so he goes on this like weird journey and eventually finds himself at this like secret like Illuminati occult party where they're doing all this orgy stuff.
Illuminati.
Yeah. And I don't know, I don't want to spoil the rest of it, but yeah, so then it's clearly referencing the occult that
exists. And so for Stephen Baldwin to post about it, like it's just more cryptic, more subliminal messaging. Like it's just kind of crazy to me.
It's funny that he was at the premiere of the movie. And
when did they make that? When was that movie released?
I think it was in like
2003.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah,
Let's look.
You don't got to worry about spoiler alerts. That movie's old enough that like.
Well, for people that don't want to know.
Well, it's a really good. If you haven't seen the movie, you need to see the movie. It's released in 1999.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anything Stanley Kubrick, I will highly recommend because Stanley Kubrick is a phenomenal director. And considering the fact that Nicole Kidman's dad was accused by this chick, I can't remember her name, she's Australian, of running a sex trafficking ring in Australia. And then he was accused, and I can't remember the end of the story, but her dad definitely was accused of running a sex trafficking, like a satanic occult sex trafficking ring in Australia, because that's where she's from. And it's called like the Order of the something about circles. Some sort of order of the, I can't remember. I don't really worship Satan, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I need to watch this movie though, for sure.
Yeah, you definitely should. That's a really good one. And honestly, I think Eyes Wide Shut is really cryptic, but The Shining is like way more cryptic, and also talks about how Jack is molesting Danny. The whole movie is about how Jack is molesting Danny. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
But when you pick up on it, you're like, oh, okay, can't not see it now. But before I saw it, had no idea.
Yeah, it's one of those movies though that you walk away from like, what did I just watch? Like I could probably watch it a few times and pick up on different things each time I watch it.
Yeah, that movie's wild.
Well, The Shining and Eyes Wide Shut.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if Jim Carrey ever says anything about it.
Go watch it. It's in theaters.
Jim Carrey as the Mask in Eyes Wide Shut. Now I'm kind of curious. That's funny. Oh, okay. It's all about his actual eyes.
Jim Carrey, eyes shut.
Okay, I was just curious if he did say anything. Okay, well, we're coming up on the 10-minute mark here, or like 10 minutes left mark here, I guess. But I guess the first thing I want to say is Haas, Jim Carrey, C rhymes with stone or not?
I don't think it's a clone. No.
Body double.
Body double.
Okay, how about let's just simplify it here. Jim Carrey or not at the Caesar Awards?
Jim Carrey.
Okay.
I still think it's Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
Just another botched Botox job.
I don't even think Botox. Maybe makeup, something.
Oh, no, he definitely got Botox.
Something.
There's no way he just smoothed out that way without
You don't
it.
even think it looks like he got Botox?
Look at this picture.
I mean, probably.
Take a
but
look
I
at
don't
this
think,
picture right here.
I don't think it was a different guy.
Look at this picture right here. Tell me that doesn't. Okay.
He looks more like
For real?
he looks more like the chick Jim Carrey in like now than old Jim Carrey, for sure. People probably hate me in the comments. I'm sure they're like, "Well, this guy doesn't believe this Jim Carrey." Like,
Hey
what's
man,
this all about?
I honestly,
But
to be honest, when I went into the video, I did not think that it was a clone.
Yeah, since this has all come out and I saw the video for the very first time, like my own personal reaction right off the bat, obviously my first thought was, yeah, maybe he just got like a quick job or something like that. Maybe he got something tightened up, and maybe it happened super recently to where he's still having the effects of it, to where he's like a little swollen and all that or whatever. And
Look
who
at
knows?
these.
I mean, it's not like we see Jim Carrey in the public light as much as we used to anymore anyway. So when an image like him comes up, like, did you even see all the stuff about Ryan Seacrest going around?
No.
There was all kinds of stuff going around with Ryan Seacrest. Now his is like completely opposite. I don't think people think that he's like a different person, but like there was stuff going on about Ryan Seacrest that
Like,
he
what should I search?
looks
What's
sickly.
going on with him?
Ryan Seacrest looks ill.
Oh yeah, it said weight loss on here.
Yeah, and it's like obviously like, you know, maybe something's going on personally with him. You never know. People get sick all the time. Celebrities die every day.
Like this right here.
Uh
Oh yeah, you can't
Yeah.
see it. My bad. Here, let me change this screen right here. I mean, he looks a little skinnier.
Well, like he came
maybe
out.
this
It was. I think it's that top left one with the yellow in the background. He's
this
with
one?
her. No, not that one. That one.
Oh,
where
yeah,
he like came out on some
It
show.
looks like he definitely started smoking the crystal.
No, don't be mean. Don't be mean.
Yeah, no, we don't
he could
wanna
be
be
having
mean.
he could be having health issues.
But it was. I'm like, what I'm saying is, it's very similar with that and the Jim Carrey stuff, except the Jim Carrey stuff is blowing up way more because in this, people aren't like, oh my god, like, you know, what happened? Or like, where is Ryan Seacrest? They're like, what's going on with Ryan Seacrest? Like, poor guy, he's probably dying or something crazy.
To
Who
play
knows?
devil's advocate though, like to me that like substantiates the theories that are going around because people are so bothered by it because our intuition knows something is off, whereas with Ryan Seacrest people are like, no, like he's having health issues, like they know something's not off,
Right.
and
Yeah,
elusive about it.
That's a good point.
That's why
Kim.
more people aren't talking about it.
That is a good point.
I mean, he doesn't seem ill. For a second, I thought he was really riding backwards.
We've been holding this back the whole time in front of you, right? She just
Well, and there's this thing with like, he looks just like a hardcore runner, like a marathon runner. You know what I mean? Like marathon runners always look super thin, really chiseled, and yeah, I don't know. I could see him maybe just in his later years, he's staying fit, staying active, and like, I don't know.
100%.
Did we want to go over any of the lyrics like to Out of Time or Phantom Regret? Those are the ones that he's like featured on.
We should
from that
look at
album.
Out of Time because the stuff that he says at the end is I thought it was pretty peculiar.
Also, big shout out to everybody out there in the chat that's been hanging out with us this whole time. This
Yeah,
is
for real.
this might be the record number of people that we've had in our live
No,
at one time.
seriously.
We almost hit 1,000. We might have even hit 1,000 at one point. We didn't even notice, but like getting that close was really cool. So
that was
like,
super sick.
thanks to everybody that's been chimed in and
Yeah,
listening
much
to
love
this.
you guys.
Seriously.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a
Somebody
drug.
said that in the comment.
Yeah, yeah.
About
dude,
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest was definitely sniffing the coffee table stuff for sure, man. If I was a celebrity, I mean, it happens. You're gonna do it. I guarantee they're all around it.
I'm gonna spoken word read through these for you guys. The last few months, I've been working on me, baby. There's so much trauma in my life. I've been so cold to the ones who loved me, baby. I look back now and I realize And I remember when I held you, you begged me with your drowning eyes to stay. And I regret I didn't tell you. Now I can't keep you from loving him. You made up your mind. Say I love you, girl, but I'm out of time. Say I'm there for you, but I'm out of time. Say that I'll care for you, but I'm out of time. Said I'm too late to make you mine, out of time. If he mess up just a little, baby, you know my line. If you don't trust him a little, then come right back, girl. Come right back. Give me one chance, just a little. Baby, I'll treat you right. And I'll love you like I should have loved you all the time. Okay, same thing. And then this is the outro. Oh, singing out of time. Said I had you to myself, but I'm out of time. Said that I'll care for you, but I'm out of time. Okay, where's the spoken outro from Jim Carrey? Don't you dare touch that dial because, like the song says, you are out of time. You're almost there, but don't panic. There's still more music to come, but you're completely engulfed in the blissful embrace of that little light that you see in the distance. Soon you'll be healed, forgiven, and refreshed, free from all trauma, pain, guilt, and shame. You may even forget your own name. But before you dwell in that house forever, here's 30 minutes of easy listening to some slow tracks on 103.5 Dawn FM. I think he died. I think the subject of this song died, and he's regretting that he didn't take better care or like let this girl know at the time. And this end part with Jim Carrey saying that is basically saying, like with the light in the distance, soon you'll be healed, forgiven, refreshed. You'll dwell in that house forever. It sounds like he died.
And for context too, for the music video, at this point, he's literally like they're in the operating room and Jim Carrey is putting a mask on The Weeknd.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and then he says all that stuff.
Like symbolic, like he died, like The Weeknd died.
I don't know. I mean, he's like Jim Carrey's putting a mask on The Weeknd.
That's the part that I just don't get.
Yeah.
Is like the video doesn't seem to match the lyrics. I mean, it kind of does. Like the first half of the video is him like dancing and having these memories of with the girl that he's talking about in the video or in the song. But then the end, where he's in this operating room on this table.
I guess that kind of plays into the conspiracy theories that people are saying, because they're saying that like The Weeknd died and Justin Bieber took over, or that he The Weeknd is now got the mask on because it's like he's taken over by Justin Bieber. I don't know. And then he had to say goodbye to Selena Gomez in order to protect the supposed child that they had together. I don't know. It's a pretty crazy.
It gets deep.
Rabbit hole.
It gets real deep.
Yeah.
You have to have a pretty well-informed opinion on Thermite to get involved in that.
Okay, so let's see what this is. The Phantom Regret, and this is a song on the album that is featuring Jim Carrey, but the song isn't really like conspiracy theories. You mean the truth? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's probably my favorite thing lately is all the people apologizing to conspiracy theorists. I owe you guys a real serious apology. Like,
really,
yes, you
really
do.
Sorry, guys. Like, jeez.
But this is a song where Jim is actually like, I don't know if I'd call it singing, but he's like spoken wording over the music. But you're tuned to Dawn FM, the middle of nowhere on your dial. So sit back and unpack. You may be here a while. Now that all future plans have been postponed, and it's time to look back on the things you thought you owned. Do you remember them well? Were you high or just stoned? And how many grudges did you take to your grave? When you weren't liked or followed, how did you behave? Was it often a dissonant chord you were strumming? Were you ever in tune with the song life was humming? If pain's living on when your body's long gone, and your phantom regret hasn't let it go yet, you may not have died in the way that you must. All specters are haunted by their own lack of trust. When you're all out of time, there's nothing but space. No hunting, no gathering, no nations, no race. And heaven is closer than those tears on your face. When the purple rain falls, purple rain, Prince, we're all bathed in its grace. Heaven's for those who let go of regret, and you have to wait here when you're not all there yet. But you could be there by the end of this song, where the weekend's so good and he plays all week long. Bang a gong, get it on, And if your broken heart's heavy when you step on the scale, you'll be lighter than air when they pull back the veil. That's interesting. You'll be lighter than air when they pull back the veil. And if your broken heart's heavy when you step on the scale, you'll be lighter than air when they pull back the veil. Interesting. Consider the flowers. They don't try to look right. They just open their petals and turn to the light. Are you listening real close? Heaven's not that. It's this. It's the depths of this moment. We don't reach for bliss. God knows life is chaos, but he made one thing true. You gotta unwind your mind, train your soul to align, and dance till you find that divine boogaloo. In other words, you gotta be heaven to see heaven. May peace be with you. Freaking powerful, dude. I actually have goosebumps right now just like reading stuff that Jim Carrey. He's such a freaking in-depth thinker. Just next level thinker. And so is Andy Kaufman. They're both just very almost genius level, maybe genius level. Just like existential thought is, I think it's really intense. Even the thought about him being let me pull up the video. I think I saw it earlier, but about him being a character. And I was like, that's really interesting that he says that. And when I thought about it for like in my own life and in your life and Haas's life, like it definitely tracks, you know, it's exactly what it is. We're just playing this character.
Yeah. The world is but a stage.
The world is a vampire, babe.
The world is a vampire. Yeah, hi. My name is Josh Kenny, and I'm playing the role of Haas photography in this life. I pretend that I take photos of people, and I pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
So I don't exist. So they're all characters that I played, including Jim Carrey, including Joel Barish, including any of those things. They're all characters. Jim Carrey was a less intentional character, because I thought I was just building something that people would like, but it was a character. I played the guy that was free from concern so that people who watched me would be free from concern. I don't exist. So they're all characters.
Inside your bones. That literally was the funniest. They corrected Carrie to the misspelling of Carrie. All right, so I want to poll the chat real quick before we end this thing. Jim Carrey at the Caesar Awards or some other entity that is not Jim Carrey? Let's see let's see what's going on, chat. Yes, and yes, Bob Zombie. Isaac Cappy definitely said that he was a high priest in the church of whatever, of the Illuminati.
Nick and I were talking about that though, and if you like kind of listen to the things that Isaac Cappy was saying, he doesn't say specifically that, you know, he partook in those like awful, scary things. It just says that like he was witness to it and that they're all going to come down for it. So like Isaac Cappy, and understandably so, being like one of the only people to know the truth about this stuff and one of the first people to like truly expose it, he was carrying a lot and he was kind of losing his mind. And so maybe he was just trying to take everyone down without really thinking through it and being logical. So maybe, and this is just a theory, Nick and I were saying maybe, just maybe, like Jim was trying to be a voice of reason. And so that's why they were chatting on the phone, and Isaac Cappy's just like I don't want to hear it. Like there is no voice of reason. This is urgent and it needs to be exposed.
Yeah, the thing with that Cappy video that I just didn't vibe well with, because I love Cappy and I truly believe most everything he does say. So I believe that Jim Carrey video for sure. But then the chat starts asking him, like, what did Jim Carrey say? And he can't give anybody any specifics about what he said. He just kind of says like, oh, generally this, and then quickly moves off the subject and kind of just starts ranting after that. But do I think Jim Carrey called him? Yeah, I do think he called him. I don't think he would blatantly lie like that. I just think that Cappy got to a point where he was literally calling everybody out, whether it was true or not. And in that mind map that I was watching, I think I told you this, in the mind map, he was having to go and like apologize to tons of people. He was like going in person to apologize to people because he was calling them out, but mistakenly. So I don't know. Jim Carrey could be one of those. I don't know. I should look into when that Cappy video was posted, because that would give me more context of where Cappy was at in his mental journey. Because he did hit a point where things were like, I don't know, it was like over the top, I feel like. And he was kind of stuck in that place. He really couldn't get out of it. But that mind map video was amazingly informative. But what's it look like, Haas? Based on what I saw, it looked like
most everybody
overwhelmingly
thinks
not Jim Carrey. Yeah.
Yeah, overwhelmingly for sure.
That when we saw the gray hair versus the black hair, I hadn't seen that before. That was kind of convincing for me.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not Jim Carrey.
All right.
It's been
So
decided.
The next question we have is, who the hell was that guy?
Was it Steve Baldwin?
Yeah, I know,
Who
right?
was that guy then?
I hope Stephen Baldwin replies to my Instagram because I want to cover him on the channel, but I also don't want to cover him without talking to him first.
Yeah, that'd be super cool if he reached out. But
Do you know what you need to do? You need to make a video on Instagram, post it on Instagram, and then get everybody to spam the comments, tag Stephen Baldwin.
I'm just gonna make some really weird cryptic video
do that.
and then just tag him and have everybody tag him.
Get his attention. At some point, it will. Who knows?
I'm just gonna make a video of me eating panda puffs.
Dude, you should. It's legendary. You definitely do that. That'll 100% get his. He'll be like, yes, somebody actually enjoyed that. Somebody got something out.
Oh yeah, real quick before we go, because somebody mentioned the Emma Stone video. That was something that Kim and I were talking about too, because I like at first glance, like taking it at face value, it seems like he might be creepily confessing his love for Emma Stone. And then I had this chick who's been programmed / like part of the MK Ultra program who reached out to me, and she was talking about how they pair older celebrities with younger celebrities as like their handlers, and so Jim was going to be her handler or something like that, which I thought was like interesting, but I don't take that stuff as fact. But I definitely felt like he was almost. I mean, Jim is super sarcastic, and he's staying in character, going over the top with it. To me, it felt like Jim was, and I think this is kind of where we landed with everything. He was kind of calling out Hollywood and putting it in your face, like this is totally normal for one older Hollywood male actor to hit on a younger up and coming female Hollywood actor. And it's like totally commonplace and totally normal, but it shouldn't be.
yeah, and so I think he was trying to make people feel uncomfortable, but of course, like I said earlier, he kind of does it in his own satirical Jim Carrey way. Yeah, for him to mouth that after and be like,
It was like made it funny.
He's being funny.
Yeah.
Like he's not being serious.
Well, and then the post that he made the next day on his Twitter was like, yes, everything I did yesterday in that video was entirely a comedic routine. And the funniest part about it is that I was entirely serious. And so yet again, you're still, just like Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey likes to have people not know what to believe, leaving completely dumbfounded. Like, was he serious?
But-
Was that a gag? Like what?
But
what
that's
was
that's so nuanced, right? Because it's like, yeah, he was trying to subliminally send a message, but at the same time, he's joking. So like he's saying that without saying that, in my opinion. Like, hey, I'm joking, but also, yeah, I'm trying to expose another one of these like crazy, commonplace, disgusting things that happen in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I was joking.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. But yeah. And somebody in the comments said it's not funny at all. And I totally agree. Like, I don't think it's funny, but I think it's not supposed to be funny. I think it's supposed to be eye-opening, and I think it's supposed to be a slam on Hollywood in some way.
Yep.
Because if you see any major Hollywood actor, even Jim Carrey, I mean, he's just as much at fault. I said it in my video. He's always got young girlfriends, and every girl he's ever dated is young, like 20 years younger than him, except for his previous wives. His wives were about the same age, but if you look in Hollywood, that is a pretty standard thing to have happen. A super old, washed up actor has a 20-year-old smoking hot girlfriend or wife or whatever, and you're like, money talks, I guess.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick for sure, dude. Yeah, and the move on Alicia Silverstone, that was a little intense. And you could even see she was like really uncomfortable after that. She was like, what just happened? That was weird. Why'd that happen?
Yeah. But it's happened like with other people kind of doing that. So I don't, and I'd have to look up timelines. So I don't know if it was another stunt to be like, because it seems like he was commonly doing that.
I think his confidence levels in that video were on like next level, in my opinion. He seemed like he was just on the moon with confidence. And in my opinion, it might have been that period of time when he was heavily into the coffee table powder.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
Wasn't there a stunt at one point where that happened to another celebrity at an award ceremony? Where they got
Yes.
kiss. And then Jim Carrey actually did on another occasion where he mimicked that, but he did it to a man, or he did it. I think he like kissed that guy who did it when he came up for an award one time.
See, that's
and
why
he mimicked it.
That's why I was thinking that he was mocking it, but I don't know the timeline, so I don't know if like in Nick's right, it's possible it could have just been one of his weaker moments, not making a good choice. I don't know.
But I could also see it being him making fun of somebody that did that also. But I would have to know who did that first to know if that's true or not, or like compare the two. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Super weird. Jim Carrey's an enigma to me, but no matter what, I mean, kind of sucks to say, but it's going to be hard for him if he is involved in some sketchy stuff for me to relearn who Jim Carrey really is, kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. Having loved him my entire life, most people are probably in the same boat. I think almost everybody, it's probably like a small handful of people that are like, Jim Carrey's freaking annoying. But I think the rest of the world loves Jim Carrey. So,
well, I hope he's okay regardless. And everyone, this was only for entertainment purposes only. So.
Entertainment
Do your
purposes
own.
only.
No, there's a test at the end of the week. You guys should have been taking notes. This is for educational purposes only.
You're right. Exactly.
Do your own research.
We're trying to sway your opinion and force you to believe what we want you to believe.
You need to know what we believe and why.
It was so fun hanging out with everyone. I can't believe how many people we've had in here. This is awesome.
I know,
love
that's
you guys.
freaking crazy, you guys. Seriously, you guys are awesome. All 720 plus of you guys right now. But we'll be back again next week. We were originally going to talk about spirit cooking this week, but with the Jim Carrey stuff, and like Kim and I just couldn't stop talking about it even after my video, and more videos kept popping up in her feed and my feed, and it was just like, okay, we've got to talk about this further this week. Maybe in a setting where we can kind of like talk to the crowd, have Haas here, really crowdsource what's going on with Jim Carrey, because it's wild. But I'm glad we switched topics because it's relevant now. And it was an interesting combo. But we might do spirit cooking next week. I don't know. We haven't really decided. What do you guys think we should talk about next week?
Yeah, throw your ideas in the chat.
We'll do that, and then we'll sign it off.
Cool. Hey, before we sign off,
I didn't know Jamie Foxx was on In Living Color. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, dude, when you showed that picture actually in your video, I was looking at all the people that were in there, and I was like, damn, Jamie Foxx was in there. That's wild, man. That's probably where he got his start, too, something like that. It's wild. Yeah. But no, final words. When you're with Crow, it's hard to decipher between a Colorado girl, a California girl, and you're dreaming of the mountains.
Oh my god!
Let me see if I've got, because I just sent those videos to you. Oh, I airdropped them though, huh? But maybe they're in my. I'll see if I can play the 20 days real quick. We'll sign off with the 20 days.
Yeah, that would be the only one we would have time for. We'd have to play the other one another point sometime.
And then I've got tornado decorations to make.
Yeah, Bodhi's birthday is this next weekend. Yeah, and he is turning 7, and he's infatuated with tornadoes.
He's a little Bill Paxton.
All right.
Twisted.
Normally I would just give you guys zero context and just throw this on you, but context is everything. This is just some crazy homeless guy that when we used to go get drunk downtown, I bumped into him on one occasion, and then Haas and Kim on a completely separate occasion, maybe like 6 months separated, also bumped into this guy. But he's a freaking rock.
I bumped into him both times though.
Oh yeah, Haas was with
on
me
both occasions, which is wild.
But he's a character. He says some really interesting, funny stuff, and it was funny that like before Nick and I started dating, we had these separate interactions, and then organically he came up in conversation. And I was like, oh yeah, I recorded him because like he was a hoot. Like he was so funny and he was fun to like talk to. And Nick was like, I also recorded him.
Yeah.
And we've got some one-liners that he said that we still quote to this day.
Both interactions were so similarly crazy and like ridiculously authentic that it was like you were thinking about them. I thought they were both the same day, same scenario, but there were two different scenarios, two situations, both times drunk.
I don't know if he was just drunk, like that guy earlier said.
We
Coffee
were.
table powder's a hell of a drug.
We were. This was pre-sober.
This
all right.
This is 2000. This was 2016. So that gives you some.
Let me see if I can figure out which one it is.
10 years ago.
Fuck that. She goes, but you can't rub me. And she's all. I said, you know what, dude? Just go. You know what I mean? Here's some chocolate. She goes, oh, you're a fucking...
I don't think it was before that. I think it's this one.
It just gets better and better. So and all this weird shit happened all this summer. I saw my homie, she left me, and I'm like, later, brother.
Later, brother. All right, which one is it?
I think it was that one, or the one before it.
How y'all with it?
Right.
You know? Yeah, I haven't had a shower in 20 days. And she probably would have took me.
This is the one.
This is the one.
He says, I haven't had a shower in 20 days.
Y'all
20
with
days.
it, you know? Yeah, I haven't had a shower in 20 days. And she probably would have took me up there.
Like this video of this guy would have been one that like if like videos like this were really hot like they are nowadays back in 2016, who knows if they were, I don't even know really, but it would have gone viral for sure. And in the right way, not because this isn't a video to make fun of this guy whatsoever. I mean, who knows where this guy's at in the world.
I'm sure he's downtown still. He's probably talking to somebody right now about the same stuff.
Yeah. But the quote earlier, though, we had an interaction with him where he thought that me and Kim were from California because I was wearing a California tank top. And so, yeah, he came up with this crazy quote. I don't even know. We were talking about so many different things and people being authentically from California and whatnot. And it was just hilarious. So.
Did you play that one?
Huh?
Did you guys play that one?
No, he doesn't
that's
have
on
that
your
one.
phone.
That
Yeah,
one's on your phone.
These are my videos
You'd
that
have to
I took,
pull up.
remember?
You'd have to pull up Kim's TikTok for that one.
That again?
Baby
so
forever.
true,
Yeah.
That again?
Baby
so
forever.
true,
Yeah.
dude. That's so funny, dude.
Yeah, you should never get any fucking nicotine.
so lame
Never
for
get any
this,
fucking
man.
nicotine.
Never get any never get any nicotine.
We don't know what this guy's name is, but we called him Frank.
He definitely looks like a Frank.
He seems like a Frank.
Frank Gallagher.
Yeah, Frank Gallagher.
Definitely Frank Gallagher. Okay, you guys. Well, I've had a lot of fun. There was a lot of you guys in here, and I'm really grateful for that. And we look forward to doing this again with you guys next week.
Oh, did somebody just send a gift?
Ooh, yes, we got.
Oh, we got a gift.
Oh yeah, we got Tara Jackson sending a gift.
Tara.
Yeah, thank you.
And in case I don't see you, good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.
Later, sobers.
Later, sobers.
Hang on, let me end this thing.